Thank you, Mr. Speaker and fellow members of the House. On Sunday evening, the state of Georgia and the city of Atlanta lost a remarkable public servant. Rodney Mims Cook Sr., an 8th-generation Georgian and a 5th-generation Atlantan, died at home at the age of 88 following an extended illness. Rodney Cook was a proud member of this body, and he was a member of the Atlanta Board of Aldermen, which is now the Atlanta City Council. Representative Geisinger is the only one left who served with Rodney in the House. And by the way, when Rodney was here, he was on Appropriations and Ways and Means. He was the Republican nominee for governor of the state of Georgia in 1978. He also served as chairman of the Republican Party of Georgia. He was born in Atlanta in 1924. His great-grandfather tried to bring peace during the war between the states, but instead found his home, Red Oak, destroyed by the Union Army. Another ancestor, Livingston Mims, was one of Atlanta's first mayors. Mayor Mims gave the land for Atlanta's first city hall, which in turn was given to the state of Georgia for this capital. We are standing on the land that was donated by the Mims family. Rodney went to Boys High School. He attended Spring Street School before going to Boys High. In February 1930, the teachers decided that Rodney should play the role of General James Oglethorpe in the Georgia pageant. Mrs. Oglethorpe was played by my late mother. Rodney's studies at his beloved Washington and Lee University were interrupted by World War II. He served as a naval officer in the Pacific. His ship was hit by a kamikaze. Fortunately, Lieutenant Cook survived. He was able to witness the surrender of Japan in Tokyo Bay. He graduated summa cum laude and was valedictorian of his class at Washington and Lee, returned to Atlanta. He went into a very successful business career in the insurance industry, was elected to the Board of Aldermen, and then to the Georgia House. His career was nothing short of ordinary, but there were two things that I'd like to bring to you that I think define Rodney. Representative Brooks could probably describe the time that the city too busy to hate wasn't. Believe it or not, when Representative Brooks first went to work for the SCLC, one of the first things they had him do was go to Peyton Road to see the Peyton Wall. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, in our city, a Berlin Wall-type area had been built to stop black citizens from moving into white sections of the city of Atlanta. Rodney Cook stood and gave the speech that brought down that wall and brought Atlanta back together. His speech incited the Ku Klux Klan. A cross was burned in the front lawn of his Buckhead home. In this very House chamber in the mid-60s, Rodney was one of the few representatives who voted to seat the newly elected Julian Bond. The House refused to seat Julian Bond because of his anti-Vietnam War stance. Supreme Court overruled that. This time, instead of burning a cross, they gave Rodney and his family bomb threats, threatened to kidnap his children. It was, frankly, a profile in courage that cost him the mayor's race in 1969. The children are grown. They're with us today. I asked them to come down here. Mayor Reed is bringing Rodney, Alderman Cook, back to the city council one last time. He will lie in repose there tomorrow. So I thought it was important. And would you all please stand? We have Jody Cook, Laura Cook, Emily Robinson Cook, Alexander Mims Cook, and Rodney Mims Cook, Jr. Welcome home to the Capitol. Would you please remain standing for a moment of silence in memory of a former member of this body, Rodney Mims Cook, Sr. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield the will.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Rodney Cook truly was a great Georgian. Thank you very much.